Why QuickVault's pre-configured QMS outperforms configurable platforms. Customizable sounds flexible, but it slows MedTech teams down. Configurable systems require teams to customize their own QMS inside the software before it can be used, leading to weeks of setup, cross-functional debates on workflow design, consultants and extra project cost for ongoing validation effort, and inconsistent adoption because every team interprets configurable differently. Bottom line, MedTech startups do not have time to build their own QMS. They need a system that already knows what compliance should look like on day one. QuickVault starts with the MedTech standard. No guesswork. QuickVault is pre-configured to the exact requirements of ISO 13485, FDA, QSR, and QMSR, as well as design controls, risk management, CAPA, training, and supplier management. Bottom line, this removes interpretation risk and gives teams a ready-to-operate compliant system out of the box. No empty shell to customize, no gaps, no rework. QuickVault is built for speed, so teams are live in days, not months. With QuickVault, you get a production-ready QMS immediately. You follow proven workflows that have already passed audits. And you don't wait for configuration cycles or customization testing. Bottom line, for most startups, implementation time determines how fast they reach major milestones. QuickVault moves the entire product timeline forward. A pre-configured system means you stay audit-ready at all times. Because when everything is standardized, training is consistent. Records are formatted the same. Traceability follows the same logic across all projects. Complex validation work by user is eliminated. The system maintains a validated state through vendor-led updates. And audit readiness is maintained at all times. Bottom line, with customizable systems, each configuration creates unique audit risk. Auditors don't care that your software could be compliant, they care that it actually is. QuickVault removes that variability completely. Less administrative work means more time spent on making R&D and clinical progress. Configurable systems turn engineers and QA leaders into part-time system administrators. QuickVault removes that entire burden by giving teams pre-built workflows, pre-validated templates, automated traceability, and controlled document structure. Bottom line, your team can focus on design, testing, and submission, not building software workflows. Consider the cost of ownership. Configurable platforms often require consultants, support packages, ongoing configuration changes, dedicated internal super users, and IT support, configuration specialists, and revalidation activities that add recurring cost and delay. QuickVault eliminates those costs because it's aligned with what MedTech companies actually do, without extra build-out. You need predictability. What worked for one MedTech startup can work for you. QuickVault captures the patterns of hundreds of successful devices to give you known design control pathways, familiar risk structures, successful audit outcomes, submission-ready documentation flow, and alignment with industry best practices to strengthen acquisition readiness by reducing due diligence gaps. Bottom line, you're not inventing your QMS. You're standing on best practice infrastructure. Pre-configured doesn't mean less powerful. Pre-configured means more focused. QuickVault is optimized for MedTech, not generalized to dozens of industries, allowing for fewer decisions, fewer mistakes, better compliance, and faster execution. Bottom line, configurable QMS platforms try to be everything for everyone, creating extra complexity for startups that don't need it. Here's the final bottom line to remember. QuickVault is purpose-built for MedTech, while other platforms are purpose-built to be customizable. Startups don't win by customizing a QMS. They win by getting to market fast, reducing regulatory risk, and building a foundation that can scale. QuickVault gives you that foundation from day one. Now, let's take a look at how QuickVault's pre-configured QMS compares to configurable platforms. With QuickVault, you get fast implementation and time to value, whereas other systems have slow deployment and require additional resources. QuickVault comes pre-validated, providing seamless platform updates. Other systems are static, and the user is responsible for updates and revalidation. QuickVault has predictable costs, with no IT or maintenance required. Other systems come with hidden costs and require additional resources, such as consultants, IT, and maintenance. QuickVault keeps you audit-ready at all times and makes it easy to export your data. Other systems turn managing audits and migrations into complex hurdles. QuickVault is a low-risk solution for first-time manufacturers, with a seamless migration path to Viva Vault as you scale. Other systems come with high upfront complexity that can inhibit you from scaling to a more mature system. QuickVault is an appreciating asset with vendor-led innovation, reinvesting 40% of its revenue into R&D, so the product continues to improve while you stay focused on innovation. Other systems can be a depreciating asset, turning into a liability over time. With QuickVault's pre-configured QMS, you can move fast, avoid hidden costs, and stay future-proof throughout your product journey.